So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here, a clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. This is Peter Drury, and next to me providing insights will be Jim Beglin.
Hi everyone, and thanks Peter, it's great to be on board.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game, everyone involved is absolutely up for it. And already we're underway here. This is the lineup we've been given. How do you read it, Jim?
Well, the modern version of that is a lot more fluid and flexible than in bygone times. There's a much greater understanding of the need for players to cover forward running, and it enables risk-taking while the gaps are filled. I'm very much a fan of it. There are a lot of people who seem to have kind of ignored it and just
shapes to shoot! That is decidedly lacking.
Rafinha clearly knew where that was falling. He'll be disappointed he didn't put it away.
No, he wasn't going to let him past. Great vision. Walker spots it and intercepts. Well, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. And that was very necessary. Inter Milan with the corner, they're first. And now a sudden chance to counter. Michelis gathers from the goal kick. And it's Valverde. And he cuts out the supply.
Well, when I look at a team sheet, Peter, I pick out the leaders. And the leader on this team sheet for me is El Leon.
Oh yeah, the Lion, Rafa Marquez, a genuinely fearsome defender.
And a very nimble-footed player too. I mean, he can pass a ball properly.
Can he finish? An attempt which, in hindsight, was probably just beyond him.
Oh, he's usually such a good finisher.
Marquez. Still goalless. Marquez is a perfect combination of brain and brawn. Rafinha. He's got away. Great run on the overlap here. And that's the keeper's ball.
They've certainly set out to cause a problem or two down that left flank. Look, it's the width that's providing this momentum, and they look set to further exploit. Really aren't convincing right now. It has to start in defence, but the whole team needs a wake-up call. That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Vieira. Sane. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Inter Milan have the chance to go the other way. To Michelis. And it's Maldini. Sané. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Decent chance! Goal! Inter! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Inter Milan are in front now, the game's only goal.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus, as the opposition will inevitably react.
That's a little off target. And it's Valverde.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Elise. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Rafinha proves just a little bit too strong. Thuram did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Now it's Rafinha. Rafinha. Inter Milan are 1-up and looking surprisingly comfortable. Tries to pass it through. Now it's Sané. That has not gone well. Vitinha. And here's Rafinha. Bale. Mohamed Salah. Threads one in. Good ball, good take. He is through here. Valverde. And he shoots! He's missed, but not by that far.
Valverde just can't be faulted for taking on the opportunity. That sort of distance is usually up his street.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Maldini. Valverde. Now it's Rafinha. And there is the half-time whistle. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness perhaps the only things lacking.
And
how would you review the first half?
Okay, they got hit with that one sucker punch, but I don't think there was much wrong with their overall approach. I think the boss needs to give his team a lift during the break, and they should still be quite buoyant.
Inter Milan have played well here, and they have the all-important lead. It's 1-0.
Substitution on the field. Number 27, Olise.
And the action is back on the way.
De La Cruz.
A solitary goal. That has been the crucial difference.
Rafinha. Coming on the field. Number 6, Rodrigo.
Bellingham.
Number 10, Messi.
Tries to play it through.
23,
Great ball, and he's in here. Big chance! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? This time, surely! And for a moment, time stood still. Valverde. Valverde, given the lift of his goal. Jonas! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. Bellingham. Can he get on the end of this?
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Deflected behind for a corner kick. Corner number 2 then. He's there to hit it! Went with his head, but couldn't steer it in. A poorly directed kick from the keeper, he's given it away. And he's managed to gift it back. Can he get it through? And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
And he was alert to it. Denilson is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. Inter Milan are still that goal to the good. Closing in on goal. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Rodrigo. Ernest. Oh, it's come loose. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Peter, they're leaving nobody guessing now. This is a decisive attempt to go further in front.
Oh, well played, well played.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
This is a really front-footed approach.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Ernest, Alexander-Arnold promptly onto that, and that is that. Keeper's got good distance on that. Well timed, excellent interception. Now it's Sané. Caught offside that time. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. That'll be a throw-in. Vitinha, passing is crisp and sharp. He is just caressing the ball. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Shoots! It's a loose ball. Oh, he's been caught napping, and he's in on goal. He's having a go.
That's alert and sharp and very well played.
De Michelis kept his eye on it, and he's there. Now that looks a decent ball, and that could set him on his way. Marquez calmly anticipates. And here's Bale, and the ball's come loose here. No way through. He's had a shot! Oh, and that should have been two.
Oh, what a stunning save. Absolutely tremendous, and he's kept his team in it.
Inter Milan have their second corner now.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
It's just beyond his reach. Pass somewhat off target. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. 1-0 as we head towards the end. It's a throw-in. Mohamed Salah is a player who barely needs an invitation to shoot. Messi. Lovely pass, but can he get there? He's shifting through the gears here. That's going to go a long way. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. Neatly clipped into space. Vitinha. Inter Milan, moments now away from seeing this one out. That's a throw. No way through there. It's a pretty loose pass. Marquez. It's Bellingham.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Chips it through, and he's got the beating of his man. And the finish! Really well taken goal. And this is getting... And time is up. Inter Milan can probably lay claim to the title of having been the better side here. Certainly more results-driven as they went about their business in an efficient manner. Valverde voted man of the match, and deservedly so.
Join me in wishing our birthday
so, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Inter definitely impressing me here.
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here, a clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. Hello, everybody. Ready to see what unfolds in this one now.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So it's away we go then. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Well, this fella, Donnarumma, is someone who's been catching our eyes ever since he made his top-flight debut at the age of 16. He's had to grow up very quickly because of that, and it shows in his positional awareness and consistency. And you've got to remember, his shot-stopping is second to none.
I'm thinking the same. He will be a central feature, no doubt. Oh, no, that was never going to make it. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Ambitious ball here. Can he get onto this? That is good alertness. Mohamed Salah. Now it's Bale. Played into space. Dinked through. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. And here's Bale. That's a sharp pass. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Looking for options for movement. Bellingham.
Oh, really well played.
Mohamed Salah. Fair to say, I think, a cautious start from both teams. Caceres cuts it out. Pass somewhat off target. Well, played right into his path. And he cuts out the supply. Well, that has not gone well. Valverde has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
He made it look a bit predictable.
It's an inviting-looking ball, that.
Well, it seems as if the message has been issued by both managers: don't concede the opener.
Bellingham. Tries to thread one through. Steered out wide, but he won't reach that one.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Great defending, strong and determined. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
And that pass... Oh no, this does not look good! Can he latch on to this? Cross deflected over the goal line for a corner. And we have our very first corner. Sane plays it short. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. And now they can spring out of defence. Sane. 15 minutes till half-time. And it's Bellingham. Great run on the overlap here. Strong running down that left flank. And he whips it in. Schmeichel deals with that nice and simple.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed. They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Oh, nicely intercepted. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Inter clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Oh, well played, well sorted out.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
And it's made its way to him, and he's managed to get free.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Neither of these two want to come off second best. Threads one in. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Ernest. Now it's Bale. Oh, that's a key interception. There's the crossfield ball. Oh, that's well spotted. That's good running with the ball. Olise. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Ernest has an approach to the game which is pretty much shoot on sight. Wriggles his way through. No, not quite on the same wavelength. And the half-time whistle goes. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. Some first-half thoughts?
Well, there's no way to disguise the fact that they've been poor. Not a single shot on goal tells you all you need to know, Peter. Everything seems a little hurried to me, a little rushed, panicked even at times.
So we are still where we were at the beginning. It is 0-0 at the break.
Substitution on the field, number 19.
So off we go once more.
Number 9.
Well, both sides are eager to get going. Here's hoping that it's a good sign. Things are about to change. We need a little more life in this.
Goes for a shot! Brilliant! That is a gem! An absolute gem! The second half off to a spectacular start!
Well, I think it's pretty obvious, Peter, that this emphasises the importance of having willing runners who want to go behind that defence. One good ball, and they're in.
A 1-0 lead established.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Out of play for a throw. Mohamed Salah. No way through there. Oh, Red, nice interception. Ernest is carrying after that one. This looks promising. Oh, that's fabulous. Vitinha defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. De La Cruz. He's shifting through the gears here. Bellingham with the delivery. Excellent challenge that has another go!
They've got to be quick moving this forward. Inter are clearly enjoying a very good spell. The flow of momentum is bang in their favour.
Almost an hour gone. Now it's Mbappe. Bellingham. He's a sharp little ball here. Caceres deals with that comfortably. And he's well shoots! And that is wildly off target.
Mbappe really looks sharp out there. That first touch, sensational.
Ernest. That has been cut short. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, I'm inclined to feel that if I was in that dugout, I'd want the players to get on the front foot and grab another. Just try to make this one safe.
And it's Salah. So the team separated just by the one goal, which came early in the second period. 1-0 the score. Olise. Caceres promptly onto that, and that is that. Vieira. And this is Mohamed Salah. Now, who's going to be first to this? And that is out of play. Rafinha looking for a runner, and that could set him on his way. Muscular approach does pay off here. Can he get on the end of this? He's having a shot! Gareth glittering Bale! About as smooth as it gets. And there we have it, the two-goal cushion. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Inter Milan are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, now's the time you can afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
Olise is in a really good position out wide.
This is actually quite a courageous move, and
he rises! And no, he couldn't find the finish.
Well, it wasn't to be this time, but that should add to his level of confidence, something they can really do with at the moment.
Now it's Mbappe. Bellingham. Inter Milan have time on their side now, as well as a two-goal lead. It is just about done. So what can they make of this? Well, that's a good run down the left. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Oh, perfectly measured that.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Tries to pass it through, and the through ball. Well, that's been cut out, well played. Maldini. That's Vieira. Inter Milan ran themselves into the proverbial cul-de-sac there. He's picked his way through, played in by Sané, and he's made sure that's not getting through. Looking to play him in. Bellingham. Driving on and making good progress. So that's it, it is all over. Inter Milan can reflect on a job really well done. Superior tactically, physically and mentally, all round the better side. It turned into a very, very smooth ride. Bale voted man of the match, and deservedly so. Your final thoughts, Jim?
I think we just saw a team winning by playing to their strengths. There was a clear picture of what they set out to do, and the players were determined to deliver it, and they did.
So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom and to wish you all a very good evening. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. This is Peter Drury, and next to me, providing insights, will be Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. It's a pleasure and a privilege for me to be here.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. So that's got things underway. Jim, how are you reading the formation?
Yes, and the importance of this formation is not to allow the midfield three and the attacking three to become too detached from one another. If that happens, then pressure can quickly be applied via the counter-attack, and you can be exposed defensively. So compactness can't be compromised, and you need talkers in this team. You need leaders and people that are willing to organise things very quickly.
And here's Vinicius Junior. He's found a way through. Bullish header! Now, who's going to be first to this? Walker gets it clear. Beckenbauer. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it. Well, Peter, here we have one of the greatest defenders of all time, Alessandro Costacurta.
Yeah, in a sense, understated, isn't he? Certainly, some would say underrated. He's one of the less glamorous members of the Milanese elite from the 1990s.
Yeah, but ability-wise, I think he was on a par with the rest of them. And his tactical versatility means the centre-back, full-back,
Sweeper, defensive midfield player.
Yeah, and we shouldn't forget his outstanding vision and confidence on the ball being almost as important as what he did at the back.
Pings it across. And a chance! Goal! Inter! And Inter go in front. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Sporting finding themselves unexpectedly behind.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
He's gone for goal! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Beckenbauer. Now it's Bale. He's tried one! They've got to be quick to recover this. It's a searching pass. Oh, good-looking ball.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and there's simply no way out.
Now there's a fine ball. Here comes the... He gets big! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Sporting with their first corner. The first in the game for either side, actually. Thuram is there to clear. And the shot! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. And now a sudden chance to counter. Not the most accurate pass. And again, they run up against stubborn defending. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Pedri. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. Messi. Bale goes steaming forward. That's been cut out, well played. That has not gone well. And it's Messi. It's played through for him. Beckenbauer. Van der Vaart. He's in plenty of space here. Vinicius Junior gets into a good position. Corner number 2 then. And now they can spring out of defence. And this is Messi. Messi was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Whistle's gone, and the referee has given a penalty. So a big chance now from 12 yards to increase the lead. He's missed!
Not the best spot kick I've ever seen, but they've got to keep their heads up and chase this.
And the shot! And he has kept it out somehow.
That's very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Can he get on the end of this?
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Van der Vaart.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Now it's Bale. Bale. Pedri. Spread it left. Oh, red. Nice interception. Valverde is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. He's made sure that's not getting through. Beckenbauer.
How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example.
And that'll be the last act of the first half. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking. Reflections on the first half?
OK, they got hit with that one sucker punch, but I don't think there was much wrong with their overall approach. I think the boss needs to give his team a lift during the break, and they should still be quite buoyant.
Inter Milan leading a cagey game here. It's had its moments, and it's 1-0 at the break. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half. Inter Milan carrying a 1-goal lead. Maldini gets a foot in here, tries to pass it through. Hit into them, a header! Oh, split-second reaction.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
And it's Messi.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
He's had it taken off him. Messi. Now it's Bale. Ernest. Always onto this. Climbs up big. Oh, he's hit the bar. He scores! A 2-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. He'll take that. Perhaps not the prettiest, but they all count.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
Inter Milan are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
Well, now's the time you could afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
Beckenbauer. No way through there. Now it's Bale. Nicely shaped ball. Messi is sporting a guilty look after that.
Ah, he made it look a bit predictable.
That is good alertness. Now it's Yamal. Yamal's cross. And that is expertly dealt with. Nicely spread. Pass somewhat off target. Kyle Walker. Inter Milan finding their passes. Yamal gets into some space. Has crossed into the middle. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Pedri. Oh, good read. And that's a dangerous ball. Oh, there's a probing ball. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Valverde. Thuram. And it's Valverde. He shifted it to the flank. Hangs one in. Oh, that's wonderful alertness.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
Now it's Messi. He's having a go. Terrific save by Abbiati. Oh, that was no routine save.
Messi clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Big chance! And that is doing no harm at all. Ernest. Beckenbauer. Passing is crisp and sharp. Now he's got space here. No, that's been intercepted. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Ernest. For Valverde. Now that looks a decent ball. Vinicius Junior. Well, they could break here.
You can never be short of runners into space.
Gets his head on it! Oh, it looked like 3-0 for sure.
Well, judging by his reaction, he clearly feels he should have made more of it, but he's looking very much like the big threat at the moment.
Costa Curta. Van der Vaart. Bergamy gets a foot in and wins the ball. Distributed tidily. Chance here to counter. And he's had it nicked away. Decent chance! And no, he couldn't find the finish.
Well, they've got a big enough job on their hands as it is, Peter. They really need to be putting those chances away.
Threads one in. Look at the space here. Bale! Van der Vaart. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Inter Milan have time on their side now, as well as a 2-goal lead. It is just about done. Just 5 minutes left. Inter Milan have a free kick. That was mighty close. It's a pretty loose pass. He's picked his way through.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Inter Milan have got it back and they'll have another go. Aimed beyond the defence. Pedri. Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. Out to the left it goes. Oh, important interception. Ernest. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Inter Milan can take all the spoils, and it is nothing less than what they are perfectly entitled to following. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. My name's Peter Drury, and here's my co-commentator for the game. It's Jim Beglin.
Hi Peter, always good to work with you. I'm really looking forward to this now.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. And as you can see, we've already started here. Chance for a shot! Oh, that is rather wayward.
I just wonder what was on his mind there. He should have put his foot right through it.
And he's there to retrieve it. Can he get it through? And they're not going to make any further progress now. And it's made its way to him. Chance here to counter. Now it's Mohamed Salah, and he plays one through. It's not an especially good pass, that. Tony Adams, now there is a proper defender, Jim.
Well, not too many Englishmen can rival his leadership qualities, Peter.
He just had so many strengths, he could go on. Can he finish? Yeah. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a...
Oh, shooting chance! Goal! Inter! And Inter go in front. A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it.
Ah, that's just clever. He made the keeper think he was going one way, only to outfox him by going the other. Very nice.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Neymar ready to try one. And this is a great chance to get themselves back square. Neymar! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Van der Vaart. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. First quarter of an hour gone. Now it's Mohamed Salah. He's picked his way through. Mohamed Salah proves just a decent chance! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Sporting have the chance to go the other way. Oh, that's honest! And he has kept it out somehow.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Adams. Bale. That's been slipped through. Sporting upping the intensity here, having lost possession.
Yeah, it's actually very good pressing. They want it back as quickly as they can get it, and they're hunting in packs to do just that.
Good to watch.
It really is. It's rugged and robust, but it still needs plenty of intelligence and teamwork.
Now it's Bale. Can he spark a counter here? Saliba gets across to intercept that. Adams. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Van der Vaart. Bale. Oh, some tackle that. Bale unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Not the most convincing of passes. Alaba. Sporting finding their passes. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. And it's Salah. That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. Oh, lovely bit of skill. Nice interception, well timed. No way through there. Van der Vaart, who's looking wide. Oh, the less said about that pass, the better. Thuram. Some good work on the right flank here. Nicely aimed pass. Saliba.
Inter really should be happy to let this half run out now and go again second.
Spread out to the left. He's a sharp little ball here. Alaba. Out to the left it goes. And it's Neymar.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Walker did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Kyle Walker. Neymar. Nice bit of skill, and he's away. He's having a go!
Neymar really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
And the shot! That was superb goalkeeping.
Bale clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
This possibly the last play of the half. Real chance! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. There's the shot! And that's it for the first half. A breathless ending. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead, and that gives them something to build on after the break. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Well, this is when you need your players to step up, Peter. Be brave, see all that courage. They need to have a big start to the second half to give them some momentum, and they're not going to get that if they're being too risk-averse.
Inter Milan leading a cagey game here. It's had its moments, and it's 1-0 at the break.
Substituição para o Sporting. Número 10. Neymar.
And the second half gets underway. A solitary goal. That has been the crucial difference. reclaim, and he's had a hit! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Corner number 3 coming up. And now they can spring out of defence. And a chance! Azar.
Inter couldn't really be more watertight in midfield. Not a trickle is getting through.
That has been slung wide. Sané. Now the cross. Shot a goal! And that is wildly off target.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Valverde has quite the footballing brain. He's almost... He's gone for goal! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Oh, good take in a good area. Big chance! Inter Milan are still that goal to the good. Hernes. Oh, this is a terrific... Goes for a shot! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Hernes actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Hazard will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Oh, well measured. It's gone all the way through to the keeper. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Peter, they're leaving nobody guessing now. This is a decisive attempt to go further in front.
That is ended up in no man's land. And again, they run up against stubborn defending. It's a pretty loose pass. Van der Vaart. Alaba. Rooney. The ball is loose and the chase is on. They're back in possession and ready to go again.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
They're coming again and again.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Well, that pass isn't the best. Could move up a gear here. Hernes. And they can counter here. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
And he cuts out the supply. Oh, there's a probing ball. Van der Vaart. That's a good ball out wide. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Hernes. And for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Good read, needed to be.
Sporting really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
And that's a simple one for the keeper. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
And he's picked it up out wide. Here comes the... climbs up big! He will be livid with himself. And it's Azar. Now, can they get him away? Walker makes the interception. Nesta promptly onto that, and that is that. Shifted it to the flank. Oh, cracking. And the shot!
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
And the through ball. Hernes. He's in a good position. Great chance! Oh, that was no routine save.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
All hands on deck for this one. And the keeper beats it away. Saliba. Over to the left. That has not gone well. And that will be it. Well, that was tense. Boy, that was tense. The two sides separated by the game's own...